Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. It's Luke here and it's Sunday. Just a little roundup of the news again. A few bits of news out there today. The main one, obviously, we sort of knew about this a few weeks ago. This constant journalism from a guy called Matt Law has put out that Rice isn't happy with the 100 million price tag that has been put on his head. And obviously that's why a lot of it is refusing to sign a new contract. And it would suggest maybe that he would be happy to leave West Ham if the opportunity did arise. It also goes on to say that he's, willing to sit out his contract, and doesn't really go into much context after that his contract, like including this year, I believe he's got 3 years on it, plus an option of a fourth. So including this season would be 4 seasons, and that would put him at 25, 26. If he wants to do that, by all means, let him sit it out till he's 25. We might lose money, but we've got an £100 million player for 4 years. Do I read much into this? Yes and no. This isn't a player that looks unhappy to me. You only have to look at the celebrations against Newcastle, how happy he was, and how focused he was. I see his interview with on Soccer AM the other week as well, and he looks happy, he looks focused. He come back early from his holiday, so he knew he'd be ready to go. I think you can see that West Ham have a very good 11. Listen, if the opportunity come up for him to join Manchester United, Chelsea, and the bid was accepted, he'd go. That it's a fact. He would go. But while he's at West Ham, he doesn't give me the sort of impression that he'd start sulking or start kicking up a fuss. This season at least. Next summer, who knows? I'd like to think that he's not that sort of person. Like even Scott Parker, a player that I really loved, obviously he got relegated with us. And I remember going to the Watford game. I actually went, and it was the last goal we ever scored against for us at Vicarage Road. And he didn't even celebrate, and it's little things like that I don't want to see going forward. But yeah, he looks happy. Like, you've got a European campaign. It's not going to do your career any damage. A year at West Ham playing in Europa League, if anything, it shows that you can play at that level. I think we're having an okay season as well. And if everyone stays fit, even better season. Next one on the list is, I don't know. Yeah, so for me, a player that looks happy, a player that enjoys playing with, Souček. If Lingard is to come in the next few days, another lift for him. For me, personally, if I was Declan Rice, and I know I'm biased because I'm a West Ham fan, there's nothing wrong with staying at the club till he's 25. He's only 22, I believe he's 23, and I think his birthday's March time, I'm going to say. If he stayed at the club till he's 25, he's still got 10 years at another club. That sort of position could go on to 35, 36. I suppose it's that fear of if you got injured, you can blow that chance of going to a big club, and you have to take that big club opportunity while you get the chance. But in terms of progression, 3 years in the West Ham first team would be fantastic. I think he'll go next summer, unless something amazing happens. And we have a really good season, we get Europe again, or we have a really good game in Europa League. We'll see. All I say to it, every West Ham fan now that I come in contact with, enjoy him. Let's not worry about him going. At the moment he's here. Enjoy him while he is here. When he's gone, he's gone. Listen, Paolo Di Canio went, Sinclair went, Lampard went, Rio went, Payet went, Arnie went. We still went on as a club. Yeah, you go through that little dip, where the team, feels it a bit, but who cares? Let's enjoy it. We should be aiming to keep players like this, but unfortunately, this is the way it is. At some point, he will go unless something amazing happens. But, like I say, enjoy it while he's here. He gives me no impression that he wants to go on the pitch, and that's the most important thing. What he does off it, to a certain extent, it doesn't really matter. It's what he does on the pitch is the most important thing. Enough of that. So today, the big rumour is a guy that we're constantly linked with. We were at the early part of the window, and then it sort of has picked up again. The French league is very short of money at the moment because the TV deal obviously pulled out. Whether that gets reignited again, all of a sudden you have Messi in there, and you've got Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. A lot of foreign TV stations will want to see that, so the money could go up again. But that may be that PSG get a bigger percentage of the pot. Anyway, guys from Marseille, Caleta-Car, Croatian, played against England. did well against England as well, and a player we've been linked with quite a lot over the years. He's 25, centre back, right-footed as well, because we've got the left-footed of Bonner. Be nice to have a right-footed one. They complement each other. He's 25 in September, so he's currently 24, but on 17th of September he'll be 25. You can get it for about 15, I believe. I believe West Ham are going to put in around a £15 million bid, if you believe what you read. He wasn't in Marseille's team yesterday for their game, so read into that what you will. Looking at his strengths and weaknesses, guys, aerial duels, you would have seen that from the other video. Aerial duels is something that obviously Moyes likes. He likes big, strong defenders that are good in the air, and can offer a threat in both boxes. And it does actually say that he's a set piece, threat, because he's always in the box. He's good with his head. He clears the ball a lot. He doesn't dive into a tackle. Very, very good concentration. But he does list that I don't understand is his weakness as tackling. Maybe he doesn't tackle that often, but it does say he doesn't dive in, so maybe he's a bit more graceful. He's a fantastic long ball passer as well. I'm sure anyone who's on Twitter today would have seen the video of the long balls he can do, and you can imagine, like, if he does come, them sort of passes out to Bowen, Benrahma, or even on to Antonio to run to. And if we had like him, Cresswell can ping the left, he can ping the right. You've got some decent quality there, and I would be really, really happy if we signed this guy. Been wanting him for a couple of years. This is not just a new one, this is a name that we've known about for a couple of years now, but just never have got it over the line. So hopefully this time maybe we might be able to do some business here. The other name was Bamba from Lille. Again, back down to Lille. Even though they won the league, they've not got a lot of money. You can get him for around 18 million, it was saying in the article. 25 Frenchman, attacking mid, mainly plays on the right, can play left, can play centre as well. Moyes likes that, players that can adapt and go to different positions. His strengths were passing, skills, long shots, set pieces, incredibly pacey. That's something that we want. As much, Benrahma's fantastic, skillful, technical player. Fornal's very gifted technically. Bowen, technically good, bit of pace, but absolute raw electric pace is probably something that we still lack a little bit of. Antonio's an absolute train when he gets going. But, if you're looking, at a St. Maxim, at a Traore, okay, maybe the technique is a little bit wobbly every now and then. I think St. Maxim is actually, his technique's fantastic. But, just for raw pace and terrifyingness, this guy would suit that mould. Is it one that Moyes looks like as potentially a striker? Conversion? Maybe. But, again, I think Moyes likes just players that can get goals from the wing as well, like a Benrahma, like a Bowen. So if it was like someone like Bamba to come in there, it would be a fantastic price as well for a 25-year-old Frenchman. I wouldn't mind it. Again, take a look at him, guys, on YouTube. I've seen him a few times on YouTube, and obviously part of the league winning team last year in Lille. Have a look at him. Have a look. The only other bit of news today, guys, I'm sure you would have read it, is Mark Noble. David Moyes believes that this guy, Marky, the legend, will potentially be a director of football. When asked about would he go into the coaching, would he join your coaching setup at the end of the season, Moyes says, I think he's got bigger things in his mind, and a director of football role will probably suit him, or director of strategy and things like that. Apparently he's already been used in that situations already. I think he has a lot of stays around a lot, talks to the youth players, and starting to learn that sort of stuff. And Moyes is apparently really open to using him. I know, we know he likes using ex-players at clubs that he's been at. Maybe he could, why not? Why wouldn't you want Mark in a part of the setup? This is a player that's been shown total loyalty to West Ham. There's a saying, Canning Town, East London, that this boy bleeds claret and blue, and he certainly does. And another saying that we say a lot in the East End is he's proper West Ham, and he is. I'd be all over it. If there's an opportunity to keep Mark at the club, I think he is the sort of person that he gets respect. People respect him, and there's no coincidence that someone like Rice probably really respects him. And he's a big voice, and he's a big voice that we should be keeping now. He's that bridge between the fans and the board. You know, he will say what's got to be said. We've seen it, you know, with Grady last year when he put that tweet out. So I'd be all for Mark doing it. You know, definitely 100%. There's a role for that man to play at the club, and it's a mistake that we've made in previous, you know, generations. You know, I wasn't around for Bobby Moore and Billy Bond's generation, but you know, Bobby was undervalued. You know, at West Ham, he wasn't given a role back at the club, and sort of was treated quite badly, to be honest with you. You know, so if there's an opportunity there to, you know, use these legends like Mark, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it, guys. That's it for today, guys. I've got to say, I've been saying it all week, but I'm going to say it just in case any of you have missed the other videos and you've missed the thank you. We've had like nearly 120 new subscribers this month or these last 4 weeks, and you know, I've been working hard. On the channel, you know, to get some videos out there for you guys. And I'm glad you've really enjoyed the content, and it seems, you know, it's getting out to a wider variety of people, and you know, finding more West Ham fans out there. I know there's a lot of yous because 60,000 of yous bloody subscribe to West Ham Fan TV. So even if we could have a tenth of their subscribers, I'd be happy. Get to 6,000 at some point. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, guys. I've got my passion back for the show. Really looking forward to the game tomorrow, and I hope you do as well, guys. Please comment along to this video if you're watching along. Let me know your opinions as you go along on Bamba, Rice, Caleta-Car and Noble. Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, guys, come on, you irons. Keep believing. Let's go.